am Jazzie Carrington, and this is my show, What's Hot with Jazzie. I am introducing you to some of the hottest, most innovative people around the nation. And not only are they my special guests, but they are also my special guest co-hosts. And we will be discussing some of the hottest topics in the headlines. So let's get started with What's Hot with Jazzie. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to What's Hot with Jazzie. I'm your host today, Jazzie Carrington, and I am so excited for my show today. I love doing shows like these, and today we're concentrating on beauty because everywhere I go, I get so many compliments on my skin, and people tell me, what are you doing with your skin, and how, oh my God, your skin looks amazing, and they can't believe my age. Well, today I have my best kept secret, and she makes all of this work. Today I'm here with my special guest, who is a skin specialist, esthetician, and owner of Steel City Spa, Isabella Dunn.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I love it. I'm so happy you are here. I'm so glad. I love this woman. She makes me look beautiful.
You're already beautiful.
Oh, well, you're gorgeous too. Well, today, Isabella, I'm so excited you're on the show because I know a lot of women, especially I feel like now more than ever, women of a particular age, we focus a lot on skincare. Some people don't really know what to do with their skin once you get over a certain age because with hormones, things going on.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I wanted to ask first is, how did you get into skincare?
So I think I've always kind of been into skincare.
Yeah.
You know, doing makeup when I was younger and high school, middle school, but
High school, middle school. I'm an old lady.
Yes, high school, middle school. But when I graduated high school, I started working at a place called the Cosmetics Company Outlet, and they sold Estee Lauder skincare, Clinique, a bunch of makeup as well. Just a bunch of companies under Estee Lauder, and playing around with the skincare was so much fun. And then I had moved to Atlanta. And
really?
Yeah.
I just came back.
I should. Yes, in 2016 I moved to Atlanta, and I was thinking about what I wanted to do, and I was like, maybe I should just look into aesthetic school. So I went and did a tour, and I kind of fell in love. So I started school, and after orientation week where they give you, a period of time to drop out, I was like, nope, this is it. I'm staying. So.
I love it. You found your calling.
Yeah.
And that's really great because sometimes it takes a while for people to really know what they're meant to do. And I think that's wonderful. Your skin looks so amazing.
Thank you.
And you are my esthetician. And oh my God, the miracles. But one thing I wanted to ask you, and I feel like, facials are very essential to skincare. So can you kind of let the viewers know how getting a facial, especially some of the viewers who are looking to try to transform their skin and get it in a better place, how facials are a benefit to skincare?
Yeah, I think, even if you're doing your own home care and you feel like it's working great for you, I think facials are a great way to give your skin that deep cleanse and reset that you can't always get or usually get at home.
Yeah.
A lot of the products used in the treatment room, the levels of the active ingredients aren't able to be gotten over the counter or, by everyday people. It takes, the license to get you into there. So you're able to use those active ingredients and those products that aren't able to you're not able to
get
just
over the counter
every day.
Yeah. Well, I think too, I'm seeing, this is just my opinion, don't y'all get offended. I feel like almost that women are starting to use fillers as a form of skincare.
Yeah.
And I don't think they realize that is not skincare.
Yes. I mean, I hear that all the time,
Yeah.
and I don't have anything against it. I'm not going to shame you.
Yeah.
But I want everyone to be aware if you're thinking of, oh, well, I can just get some filler or get some Botox, and that's going to prevent all of the wrinkles from popping up in the first place. But it's not a permanent fix. Those are things that you usually have to consistently go and touch up. So
plus they move.
Yeah,
that's what people don't know. Those fillers, they move.
You have to be careful with them as well. So, it's not a commitment to going to the doctor and getting, a few shots here and there one time. Usually it's an addictive effect type of thing. You're like, oh, I need this. Yeah, that's how it happens. And then, you're like, how did I come here? I'm spending X amount of money, every 6 months on this. So.
Well, let me ask you, if you could say the best program for someone to start themselves on a really great skin journey with their skincare, what would your advice be?
I would say probably first and foremost, go see a professional, whether that's an esthetician or a dermatologist, because they're going to be able to get you on the right regimen that you need, on the right ingredients that your skin is needing. Yeah. A lot of the time people think that they're using what their skin needs, but turns out they need the complete opposite. And a lot of, it's almost like working out, skincare treatments. It's like going to a trainer. It's an intense workout, but you have to consistently keep it up at home. So getting those right products, knowing what's going to work well for your skin, I think is the first step. So getting that proper information.
I love it. I love it. Well, speaking of things going on at home, so on What's Hot with Jazzie, we tackle what's going on in the headlines.
Some tea.
So this is my hot topics. So first of all, this actually was very disheartening to me. Tia Mowry and Corey Hardwick are getting a divorce. She filed for a divorce, I believe, last week. Man, I was like, really, after being married 14 years, but they've actually been together a little over 20 years. So they were together 6 years, and then now after 14 years, they're getting divorced.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is going on? Do you think that now that marriage is not for growing old, but it's just for, I want the bells and the whistles and I want the experience, but I'm not thinking about what it takes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean,
I know you're young.
I think everybody has their own perspective on marriage, and I've met people who don't think it's almost realistic nowadays to stay together until you're 80, 90, because people change and things change.
But I think the reason people don't think that's realistic is because people don't want to compromise.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it too. You have to be willing to change with someone.
Yeah, because marriage is work.
I've never been married, but I'm sure
she's a baby. She's a baby.
I am.
She's not there yet.
No, not yet. One day. We'll see.
But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to teach her a little something today. A little something. But I do feel like marriage is work. But even though you're young, even I know being in a relationship, I mean, think about simple relationships is a lot of work.
Yeah.
So marriage.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The divorce bug is spreading because now we have Tom Brady and Giselle.
They're getting divorced?
Yes. She has filed for divorce.
I did not hear that one.
Wow. See? Yes.
Whoa.
And here's the thing. I think this is just my opinion. I think this has a lot to do with him. She made a statement about it, and she said there's some things that she wants to pursue and do. from my understanding. But I think, when he gonna retire?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fan of all of that. I'm not a fan of the Brady's, but the whole Brady bunch.
I know, right? I'm not a big Brady Bunch fan myself, but my thing is, I think though, when your husband is always gone,
Yeah, that's gotta be hard.
yeah, and you have kids, and essentially after a while, you kind of feel like a single mom. You feel like, I think, you know, and that's another thing we were just talking about, compromise. Because I think when people don't compromise, when they're not around, I think, and then, you know, being in this younger generation that you're in, do you feel though that more young people, now, because I'm seeing this is ironic, this is going to be a tricky question.
Oh, I'm
because
excited.
I'm seeing this more, to me, with people more in my age group, maybe a little bit younger, but it seems like it's kind of, I feel like I'm seeing more people your age, young people, being more serious about marriage and staying together. Are you seeing that a little bit?
I feel like I see it, but I don't know if that's how people genuinely feel.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, I don't think they're realizing like how much work goes into like being married. I think it's just like, oh, I want to be married and have a ring and a husband.
I want the pretty wedding dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, I saw Viola Davis with her husband on a show one time, and I love what she said. She said, people don't get married to grow old together. And it's almost like people are saying, well, let me try this out and see how this goes. And not that I'm a relationship guru, because I'm the last person to give relationship advice. But I feel like it's becoming a little bit more like, divorce is like always in the back of that head as an option. I think when you have an exit strategy already from the jump, you're gonna eventually use it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think everyone takes advantage of that, but I also think that can be a great thing because, you know, back in the day, people were staying in so many unhealthy relationships because that's what you did. You just swallowed that pill and just
that's true. I do think back in the day, people were more like, it didn't matter if they cheated, the person cheated, it didn't matter. You stayed together, whatever the cost, but you stayed in misery. As well, because I don't believe in that you should be in something that's unhealthy and toxic and as well as abusive if something like that is going on. Not saying that was what's going on in these situations, but I just feel like you shouldn't settle.
I think people are more nowadays prioritizing their own mental health. Like, this isn't healthy for me anymore. So.
Yeah, I think things have changed, and I think people now, we're exposed to so much more. And I think we're learning more, you know, and I think now people are saying, I have a choice, you know, but I'm still brokenhearted because I really wanted this. I really wanted to work out. Yeah, because when you see couples like that in Hollywood, that's, you know, stayed together this long and they've made it work, it's like, you know. So my other story, you see my face, right?
It's coming.
So I don't know if you heard about this one. I think everyone in the nation has heard about. And believe me, I didn't want to go here, but I'm going to go here because it's hot in the headlines. Kanye West.
How did I know this?
Him and Candace Owens.
Deep sigh.
Fashion Week. White Lives Matter t-shirt. This has been, wow. If he wanted to get our attention before, he's got it. So before I give you my take on this and what I'm seeing here, let me have your take. Because, and I'll tell you this, I really want your take too, because I know that you are biracial. So I know that you know, looking at both sides. So what do you think?
No. Never will I ever.
That's the white side and the black
side. Both sides. 100%. But Kanye's had so much going on. I think for me, ever since I saw him starting support Donald Trump, I was just, I had to kind of, not that I completely canceled him, because how can you cancel someone when they're always in the headlines? I mean, you're always seeing him anyway. But no, I think Kanye has a lot of things that he's dealing with mentally, and I think we give him too many outlets.
I agree. I agree. And I'll tell you another thing. So here's my issue here. This man stood on national television. I saw this myself. On this side, I think it was Mike Myers. They were doing a show for Hurricane Katrina victims. And this is when Bush was in office.
Yeah.
And you stand on national TV and you say, Bush don't like white people, black people. Bush doesn't like black people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but now we shifting, and suddenly there's a couple of things, because something new is in the news too. So there's a couple of things with him. So we're shifting and we're saying white lives matter. We're saying Lizzo being fat is demonic. Okay? You are a very just unhinged individual.
Yeah. He definitely is.
He's very unhinged.
I think I saw something last night. He posted some screenshots with it wasn't Nick Cannon. Who was it? It might have been Diddy.
Probably so.
I was just like, why would you post that? Because yes, you look unhinged.
He looks unhinged. And here's the thing. My thing is this. There was a time when it seemed as if he was really for his culture. Now, I do understand. So let's talk about Black Lives Matter. I do understand the organization did do some shady things, spent the funds, went and bought mansions, all these big houses and things. But Black Lives Matter itself
is still a thing.
Yes, it wasn't about the organization per se, what they created. It was about, we wanted fairness with police brutality. We wanted it to stop. We wanted our children and our families to be safe as Black people, because this was about they making us feel like our lives did not matter. And so this was Candace Owen, she's a whole nother entity. She's just, this is one thing I have to say about her. I just think she doesn't want to be Black. I think she
would probably be
doesn't
very
want to be
happy
Black.
if she was born Black.
Exactly. I think she would be very happy if she was a white woman. I do not think she wants to be Black. I do not think she likes her own race. That's just my opinion from what I see. And here's why I think this way, is because everyone in every race does things that are shady, that may be immoral. Everybody in every race. But she makes a point, and Kanye is making a point to go after Black people.
Yeah, to highlight it.
To highlight it. They're making a point. So this isn't about that Black Lives Organization was a fraud or whatever. This is about, I have an agenda against my own race. Yeah. But guess what? Go to a Klan rally and see how they feel about you. Go to a Klan rally and see how that goes. Yeah. Okay?
Not very well.
Because for me, I just am so utterly tired. I am so tired of whenever Black people want fairness, it's a problem. It's a problem, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
I mean, I can't make excuses for either of them because I don't understand why they would do the things they've done and say the things that they've said. So,
and that's been my issue. So moving on. So, have you heard about Adam Levine?
Okay. So what's going on with him? He's sending some messages
to an IG model.
Yeah.
Allegedly a few. And his wife is pregnant right now. So allegedly he's been DMing, sliding in some DMs of some IG models on Instagram. And here's the other thing though. I don't know how true this is, but one of the young ladies that he was talking to on Instagram, he asked her, would she be okay with him naming the baby? I'm like, really?
Are you on drugs? I'm sorry. What?
Exactly. If she would be okay. Now, okay, this is my thing. Do you think when men still cheat on their wives, even when they're pregnant or whatever, do you think this is a thing? Because one of the IG models made a video and I watched it. I thought it was ludicrous. But one of the things I guess she was saying, these more powerful, high value, rich men, they prey on us young women, whatever. Mm-hmm. You make a choice. You still grown. You over 21. Yeah. Hell, if you even 18, you grown. And so, so you make a choice. So my thing is, do you feel like that is an excuse? Do you think these men, because they're in a certain position, do you think that's an excuse, or do you think they just really, even though someone can be famous or well-known or a public figure, do you think they just a hoe?
I mean, I think it's a combination of both. I mean, it's like you have so much more opportunities to be a hoe at that point. So it's like, I might as well. That's probably what they're thinking.
I know, but it's like, to me, I just feel like, oh my God, so much recently, it just seems like we're hearing more and more of these things coming out.
Yeah.
With these how high value or men with certain status, and they have beautiful families, but what is it? Do you think it's just that, like you said, it's the opportunity? Yes, they have more opportunity, but has everyone lost their moral compass?
Yeah, I don't know. I think most people have lost their moral compass, honestly. I think it's a very, very slim, sliver of the population that hasn't. But I think it's just so many temptations, especially when you're that famous, and I'm sure you have people.
Well, they say, and I don't know, I've heard this on the blogs, but I've heard this on one blog, but they say that a lot of men now in the entertainment industry are really like going after these IG models.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I would think that's probably like an easy...
Yeah.
That's an easy way for them to go. You don't even, it's on Instagram already. You don't even have to.
Exactly. And, because I'm looking at, and I'm not really gonna dub deep into him, but I don't know if everybody's noticed, but even with Nick Cannon, I've seen with all the mothers of his children, I'm like, where do these come from? Because they all, just to me, they all look like IG models. That's just my opinion. They all did. Except, Mariah Carey, who is his wife.
She's
who
in
I
a
love
different
her.
category, though.
Yes, I love Mariah. I love you,
Yeah.
Mariah. I do.
So I can't speak on the rest of you.
Yeah, but and not to say anything against the mother of his children or anything, but I'm seeing this trend.
Like how the relationship developed in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, because that's very quick to just reproduce the babies. I mean, did we talk it first? Did we talk it out? Or did we just sign or something and say, okay, let's go, let's do it?
On a trip to the island.
Exactly. But they're saying, like, a lot of these guys, they're really, like, interested in all these IG models. And I'm just like, wow, it's like, it's really changed, because it seems like social media now is a way to, because you can connect in so many ways now. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, these men now are starting to use it to essentially cheat.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, just from me and my relationship experience, yes, that's like, yes. That's what happens a lot of the time.
I know. It's like, who's that sliding in your DMs?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You. Exactly. And I'm seeing this more and more, and I feel like, in light of the things that we've touched on, the world is a very different place now. I think these people out here now are just different. It's a shift going on somewhere. I don't know where the shift is, but it's going on. But I'm going to shift back to my beautiful special guest, because thank you so much, Isabella, for joining us and being on What's Hot with Jazzie.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I'm so glad you came. But I would love for everybody to know, if they're interested in maybe coming to get a fabulous facial, or if they're interested in getting some advice about skin, what is your social media, your IG?
Yeah, so my Instagram is steelcity_spa, and that's STEEL, and it's because I'm from Pittsburgh, Steel City, Pittsburgh, yes. But all of my contact information is also at the top of my website, which is steelcityspa.com. So super simple.
Awesome.
But yeah, feel free to reach out.
And
feel free to come get a glow.
Yes, and you will glow, honey, because she makes me glow. Thank you again, Isabella.
Yes, of course.
And thank you guys again for watching another fantastic episode of What's Hot with Jazzie. And stay tuned for the next What's Hot with Jazzie for my surprise special guest. As always, thank you again. And I'm Jazzie Carrington, and I'm out.